Hello and welcome into Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. It's the PlayOnSports.com pregame show for you folks here in Redding, California at Enterprise High School. I'm Matt Mellinger here alongside my partner for tonight's game, Adam Levine. The Enterprise Hornets play host to the Chico Panthers. The Panthers coming to tonight's game with a record of 3-1, coming off of a 49-35 win last week against the Central Valley Falcons, and will be given a true test here tonight against the 3-1 football powerhouse that is the Enterprise Hornets. Adam, good to see you, buddy. What's up?
Matt, I'm excited for tonight's game. This is a huge game.
It's going to be a big one.
Two 3-1 teams. Neither one of these teams wants to go 3-2. Head coach Jason Allister has these kids believing that they can do big things. Some of the big players for Chico are quarterback Daniel Robbins, who last week against Central Valley threw for 379 yards and 5 TDs. Cordero Rios is the head honcho when it comes to the running game. He had 10 rushes for 93 yards last week. And Jesse Holmes is the big man downfield. He caught 7 catches for 166 yards and 4 TDs last week.
Oh, man, what a great game that was. The Enterprise Hornets are coming off of a big 50-7 homecoming win last week against the Red Bluff Spartans. The story for this team the past week has been the performance of senior Travis Hall. He did a stellar job last Friday night, catching 6 passes for 86 yards and, get this, 4 touchdowns, 2 of which were on the punt return. Backup running back Jaso Raves is settling in well to his new role as the starter, as he took 19 carries for 135 yards with a 22-yard TD catch on a wide-open pass over the middle. Zach Trueblood had himself a good homecoming game as well and is looking to get things going here early in the start of this game. We are just about set to go. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem, so stay tuned. It's Panthers and Hornets in an Eastern Athletic League showdown. We will have the opening kickoff next.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And welcome back to Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. We are live at Enterprise High School in Redding, California. Matt Mellinger here alongside Adam Levine. And Adam, rumor has it that star running back Brad Woods is making his return tonight, so it'll be good to see him get back on his legs after being out for the past few weeks. Interesting stat I have here in front of me. After winning 6 straight games from 2004 to 2009, the Hornets have dropped 2 straight to Chico, including the 48-21 loss dished out last season, and are looking to change that stat here tonight, obviously. And Trevon Reed will be limited to wide receiver duties after injuring both his arm and his knee early on the season. And Daniel Robbins is doing a great job of filling in for him, completing 70% of his passes so far.
Matt, I think that's an understatement to say that he's done a good job. He has done a fantastic job. He is averaging 279 passing yards a game. That is unbelievable for the high school level. And he's averaging 4 throwing touchdowns a game. That's unbelievable
That's
right there.
Pretty good stat. Sorry, we just had some interference behind us. So Raves and the boys back to receive. And here we go. It's football time. This game is underway. And Jonathan Ferrer will take it, but he fumbles the ball. Picked up there by Raves, and he's going to get to about the 13-yard line.
That wasn't a fumble. That was just a
I think
missed pitch.
he bobbled it there.
No, he tried to lateral it back, and
Wow,
missed
that
it.
was
That was almost a terrible mistake.
very risky play
on
here
the
to start the.
The very first play. That's not something you usually want to do.
So Zach Trueblood and the boys out to get things going here on their first possession of the game, coming off of what was an explosive dynamite offense last week. So let's see if they can get that going here tonight against this Panthers defense. So Raves will be in motion, takes the handoff to the outside, and finds a nice hole and is able to get his way out to about the 21-yard line. So there we go.
Right off the bat.
Our man, Jaso Raves, doing his thing early.
Matt, I'm wondering how they'll mix both Brock Barr, or not Brock Barr, sorry. Sorry, I'm having some issues with the rosters
That's
here.
okay. Angley Holman in motion. But Raves is going to take it up the middle, finds a huge hole, breaks it to the outside to about the 40-yard line. He has room all the way down before being forced out of bounds at about the 45-yard line of the Panthers defense. So huge run there
Well, that was fantastic.
Good way to get things going early here.
What I was trying to say before was I wonder how they're going to balance out Brock Barr and Jason Raves when it comes to the running game.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see.
With how good Jason Raves has been in Brock Barr's absence, it'll really be interesting to see how they balance that out.
And Brock Barr, not only a running threat, but also as a receiver, poses a major threat to these guys too. So Raves up the middle, tries to spin off a couple tackles before being taken down at about the 45-yard line. So not much there, but maybe about a yard. So
that was a really great play by the defense. They did a great job not allowing any holes to open up for the runner to get through.
You know, it's hard to imagine that we were only here a week ago for what was just such an incredible night, you know, with the homecoming festivities going on. It was really a pleasure to be a part of this and, you know, broadcast this game for this team. That's just been such a amazing game. Raves pushed out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. We'll see where they spot it here, but
looks like they're going to give it to him on 42.
You know, another good run.
38, sorry.
And we'll see when they're going to use Woods. He's rumored to be back in tonight, so we'll see.
I'd imagine they'll probably work him in slowly.
Very slowly.
Give most of the reps to Raves.
Just find a way to.
But still get Barr a few runs.
Yeah, there you see Brock Barr lined up closest to us. Raves in the backfield. They're going to bring Angley Holman in motion, but there is a penalty marker down at about the 41-yard line. Excuse me, 39-yard line.
Yeah,
so, yeah, just an amazing game last week, and just the crowd, it was really, really fun to be a part of.
Amazing if you're Enterprise. I don't think it was so amazing for Red Bluff Spartans.
Definitely not. But, you know, they gave it all they had, and hats off to Garrett Sandow and, you know, the Red Bluff guys who are just trying their absolute best to get things going. And they were finally able to get things going in the second part of the game, but
a little bit too little too late.
So fake pitch taken by Angley Holman, able to get the first down, taken down at about the 32-yard line.
It looks like this Enterprise offense has not missed a beat since last week.
Yeah, I know. I mean, look at this already. Here we are 7 or 8 plays in. They've already gotten 50 yards of offense so far.
That was a tricky play, too. He had the defense going one way and the ball went the other.
Travis Hall, the star of the game last week. We have yet to call his name tonight, so.
Oh, we will.
Definitely. Option to Raves, taken down for a loss.
Now, the coach has a lot of faith in Raves, but that wasn't a very well-designed play. He didn't really have anywhere to go on that one.
I mean, usually their option works, you know, but I think just the way the defense was able to penetrate that, and they really read True Blood, and they knew he was going to pitch it off. He was kind of slow getting that pass off to, I believe that was Angley Holman.
Yes, it was.
Speaking of him, in motion, True Blood back to pass, thrown over the middle, intended for Travis Hall, but just out of his reach.
That was almost picked off by Jesse Chambers.
So it'll be 3rd and 15 or so for the homecoming Hornets that we called them last week all game.
I don't think we can get away with calling them that this week.
I know. I want to, though. It was so much fun last week. So 9:38 to go here in the first quarter. Third and 14 for the Hornets. True Blood in the shotgun with 3 receivers to the far side. Raves in motion, takes the handoff, and he's got a big hole there. And he's going to go all the way. Jason Raves with the touchdown for the Hornets.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. So how about that? Jason Raves.
That play was Sports Center worthy.
That was a great play right there.
The O-line did a great job creating a massive hole right down the middle, and Raves took advantage of it and took it to the house.
That was just a very well-designed play. Everything worked out perfectly. Spread the defense apart on that play, and they were able to get some points.
Let's see if P.A.T. Ahern can live up to the name we gave him last
Daniel
week.
Ahern, the kicker for the Enterprise Hornets. We've named him P.A.T. Ahern.
He's basically automatic from on the PATs.
You know, this is your second week of covering them. This is my third week in a row, and you know these guys are just a wonderful team. You can just sense the chemistry just by watching them play.
Now let's see if the Chico Panthers can come back and get some retaliation on the points.
I'm curious to see Daniel Robbins. I don't know much of this Chico Panthers team, so I'm interested to see how they'll come out here quickly. I know Trevon Reed he's going to be limited tonight to wide receiver after injuring his arm and his leg, you know, in the first couple weeks of the season. So,
you know, it's kind of disappointing that he got hurt because with how good Daniel Robbins has been, he was the backup.
I know. You know, but it's good to know both teams have two guys who have been injured, and you know their replacements are doing just fine. So if you're the coach, you've got to be extremely confident knowing that, hey, you know, next year we have two guys who have already proven themselves.
Well, that's not so much the case for Chico. Daniel Robbins is a senior.
Oh, okay, never mind. So that's not her. And so is Trayvon Reed. So at least we know with Enterprise, Jason Raves will be back.
Jason Raves, that's going to be his team
and
next
he'll be
year.
the feature back.
I think he already is the featured back.
He definitely already
He kind of snuck that away from Brock Barr a little bit.
So Eli Pennick back to receive for the Panthers. There's a squib kick that we see all too often. And he is quick. Oh, my goodness. He's out to the 50-yard line already, and he's going to blow this one by.
He's going to take that to the house.
To the 10, to the 5, and touchdown Panthers. So how about that? What an answer right there to answer it back.
I think he likes running the ball a little bit.
Eli Pennick, very fast. That's the fastest kid I've seen so far doing this job.
Oh, yeah. He's real quick.
And that was amazing. He took a squib kick and literally drove it right up the middle.
Yeah, it's not that often that you see people take a squib kick. Usually when that happens, you kind of just fall on the ball because you don't want to risk dropping it. But
absolutely. And that was
gutsy,
there.
and he took it, and it paid off.
That reminds me of Travis Hall doing his thing last week on those punt returns.
Oh, yeah. And I got to say, when you said touchdown Panthers, that reminded me so much of watching Friday Night Lights because the main team was the Panthers.
That's a great movie. So, how about that? An answer right off the – they haven't even had their first drive yet.
I'd say we're in for a doozy of a game tonight.
And that was Noah Collado kicking through that extra point. So we have a tied ball game. And
wow. I was going to say 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, but really one drive, 2 touchdowns.
1.5 maybe? Oh, wow, I can already tell this is going to be a great game.
In a way, I'm a little disappointed. I kind of wanted to see this arm of Daniel Robbins.
I know. We have yet to see it here with 9:18 remaining to go in the first.
Now let's see if the Panthers can come up with a stop here.
And only 3 minutes in this game has gone by so far. It's crazy. A lot of stoppages and guys doing big things.
True Blood and the boys can't like that. You know they'll be out there trying to one-up them again.
So look for Travis Hall. We have not yet called his name tonight. Brock Barr, another guy who has his number called often.
I kind of get the sense that this is somewhat of a rivalry game between these two teams, mostly because they're two very good teams that play within the same league, but also Chico and Reading are kind of rival cities in their own.
Two very powerful teams here in the Eastern Athletic League.
So both these teams desperately want to win this game.
And the kick is underway. And that's going to be taken by Justin Abney, and he's going to get out to about the 28-yard line.
They didn't pitch it on that one.
No, definitely not.
They were not going to risk losing that one.
That's a good call there. I'm not sure why they did that last time.
Yeah, I think that was a player trying to get a little too fancy when you don't really need to do that.
So 2 receivers lined up on each side. Oraves in the backfield. Trueblood in the shotgun. A high snap, but taken out, passed out to Angley Holman. And he's going to get out to the 35-yard line. So a 6-yard gain there brings up a 2nd and 4.
It looks like he really likes Angley Holman in this game. We didn't see him targeted too many times last week, but he seems to be.
And see, they're so fast with their plays that I even have trouble keeping up with it. I thought it was going to be a handoff, and before I knew it, he was 5 yards off the field before I even had a word out of my mouth. Especially when they bring guys in motion like they're doing here. You know, it's just hard to keep track of who's doing what.
It's like there was a.
I think that's a delay of game. You notice how they go with the no huddle and.
No, false start.
Oh, false start, excuse me. So that's going to happen. They don't like to run plays out of the huddle. They like to call them on, get them from the coach, and just run them quickly.
That's the one downside to this offense is that if you're not in tune with each other, then penalties like that will happen.
So Trueblood in the shotgun. Abney in motion. Quick handoff there for Oraves. And he's going to get a couple of those penalty yards back, but not much.
And last week we were saying, even though the score was immensely high, the Hornets really hurt themselves with penalties last week.
Yeah, both teams were they just that whole first half of play was
stop and go,
just mind-boggling. How many penalty markers were being thrown, and a lot of extracurriculars, and
both teams needed almost the entire first half to settle down a little bit.
Yeah. So 3rd and 6 here for the Hornets. Trueblood back to pass. Intended for Travis Hall. It just out of the reach. I cannot believe it.
Travis Hall is really going to wish he had that one back. That was in his hands.
And you can tell he just had his head down in disappointment. He was wide open right over the middle.
That's a catch he's going to get 9 out of 10 times.
And 9 out of 10 times he'll be able to come up with that catch.
Yes, exactly. That was a perfect throw. Hall just kind of dropped it.
And he's bummed, you can tell.
Got to keep your head up. Go ahead and do it again.
So Trueblood's going to kick this one away. And that'll bounce out of bounds at around the 40.
That's not what Trueblood wanted to do. So can the Panthers come back and take the lead on this possession?
Let's see. We're getting our first look here at
the arm of Daniel Robbins.
Eli Pennick, number 6, he's a wide receiver. And he's the guy with the wheels, so look for him to get the ball thrown his way. And
Jesse Holmes is the main receiver.
Jesse Holmes, number 11, look for him. Ryan Barnett in option, in motion. Quick handoff up the middle, good for a couple.
That took some effort to get a few yards out of that. He had a whole team on his back for 2 or 3 yards there.
Cordero Rios in the backfield. And
it's going to be a false start.
I'm anxious to see Rios get the ball here, see what he can do up the middle. It's their primary running back. Oh, so they're saying an illegal procedure here.
Yeah, usually when they stop the play altogether, that's going to be a foul on the offense in some way.
Looked like a false start from up here, but so 2 men in the backfield. Quick handoff there for
that was Eli
Trevon Reed.
Was that? Oh.
And good to see him back after battling injury for the past couple weeks. So 3rd and 7 for the Chico Panthers.
You gotta think they're going to be looking to air it out on this
play.
play.
Definitely.
Look for Jesse Holmes on this.
And
it wasn't.
Wow, Reed with the option. Oh, and wow, is he going to have enough for the first down?
With the forward progress, I think he's close.
That was Cordero Rios who took the pass
they're not
there and
gonna
was
give
able
it
to
to
get
him.
out to about the 49-yard line, just a yard short of the first down.
I thought with the forward progress he was going to get it. Kind of just ran to a wall right on that 52-yard line.
And so they're going to go for it here on 4th down and 1.
Hey, it's early. Why not? It's only 1 yard.
Robbins in the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass. And they're going to get the first down. Pass out to... We're trying to see these numbers from up here. It's kind of difficult. That was number 15, Barack Corticelli.
That was not an easy play. He made it look easy, but he was out of the pocket. He had people coming after him, and he lasered that straight to the receiver.
That was Cordero with the handoff. Cordero Rios, the 5'10", 185-pound senior. Busting through the line and getting a couple yards there. So a 2nd and 8 for the Chico Panthers with 5:27 remaining here in the first quarter. Ryan Barnett in motion. And another
false
flag.
start.
Are these replacement refs or what?
No, I think these are a little bit better than the replacement refs.
I had to say something. But yeah, it's definitely good they got that situation solved.
Oh, yeah. I was not happy watching my Packers get cheated out of a win on Monday. Almost cried a little bit.
So that'll move the Panthers back a few yards for a 2nd and 13. Robbins in the shotgun.
Well, that was Reed.
Oh, that was Trevon Reed with the pass out to Holmes.
So they're kind of running 2 quarterbacks out there. That's the 2nd time we've seen Reed throw this game.
It's like a Tebow Sanchez 1-2 punch.
Exactly. Or as you would say, absolutely.
So Trevon Reed with the pass out to Jesse Holmes. Good for a few yards as Cordero Rios takes the handoff there and is able to get the first down.
See, they're just chipping away at this Enterprise defense.
Panthers showing absolutely no signs of
intimidation.
Anything.
Anything. They're cool, calm, collected, and they just want to score touchdowns.
If anything, they're acting like the ball's in their hands, literally. And
Another
my goodness,
flag.
another flag. This is getting ridiculous.
They're going to go into halftime. We're not even close to halftime yet, but I can already tell you this is going to be a talking point for for Coach Alvester.
The Panthers are getting a lot of penalties so far this game.
But somehow they keep managing to get the first downs.
The award-winning band below us playing Macho Man.
We know it's an award-winning band because the PA announcer said so.
Robbins' pass there out to Trevon Reed, able to get a few yards back, spotting it down by the 33-yard line or so. So it'll be a 1st and about 8 or 9. We'll see where they spot it here, though. Excuse me, 2nd down and 8 or so.
They're going to say 2nd and 9.
So this offense of the Panthers is very similar to that of Enterprise, and where they bring guys in motion and they like to spread things out. Not afraid to take passes over the middle. This pass here for Holmes just out of the reach. It literally bounced off his hands.
The only real fundamental difference between the styles of offense these two teams run is that the Panthers really like to throw the ball a lot more, and Enterprise is more of a run-oriented team.
Mm-hmm.
for Enterprise, their key weapon is Oraves, but for Enterprise, it's all about Jesse Holmes.
And now that Trevon Reed is back, they have like so many more threats. They have two passers in on each play now, and
they can beat
there
in
you've
so
seen
many
it.
ways.
You've seen like a quick pass there, intercepted by Trueblood. Wow,
that was just a bad decision.
That was a very poor decision
by
there.
Daniel Robbins. You like that he has confidence in his arm, but he needs to learn when he should just throw it away
or he could have just ran that out of bounds. I mean,
yes.
He scrambled all the way out to the far side. He could have just ran out of bounds. Very risky play.
The only light about this situation is that they got him pinned in their own territory.
If I was Trueblood, I would have swatted that pass down because now you're 4 yards back into your own
I think you
zone.
got to intercept that. I mean, you don't want to give them another shot at it.
Oraves takes it up the middle for a few. And a 2nd and 7 now.
51, Cody Sunday, the tackle, 2nd down and 8.
So, I'm not sure why he threw that pass.
Yeah, that was just not a good decision.
And you know what? He should have swatted that down because then it would have been 4th down from about the, 30, 40-yard line they were on. And, I don't know how confident they are in their kicker, but certainly, oh, man.
From that 28-yard line, that would have been a doozy of a kick for a high school kicker.
And that was a false start on the Hornets, so that'll back them up. 5 yards, so about a 2nd and 11.
Again, penalties really hurting both these teams.
This is looking almost identical to last week.
And we're getting towards the middle of the season. They should be starting to cut these penalties out.
Yeah, at this point in the season, it's like.
This is the 2nd week of in-league play, so.
Oraves gets almost taken down at about the goal line.
Jason Oraves did a great job of avoiding a safety on that play.
He literally almost just got a safety, but able to, maintain his footing and get out to about the 5-yard line.
3rd down and 8 for the Hornets.
They'll be looking to air this one out.
So 3rd and 8 for the Enterprise Hornets. And Zach Trueblood really, you can see some frustration.
Yeah, he didn't like something that
his guys weren't ready there, and you could see him pointing to his receivers down there of where to go.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them come out and design a play for Engley Holman. He's been targeted all night, and you got to think that he's Trueblood's preferred target right now, at least. Mm-hmm. And with 3rd and long, you pretty much have to run the ball, or not run the ball, throw the ball.
So Enterprise is smart to take a timeout there.
Yeah, you got 3 of
3rd
them.
down and 8. Yeah, 3rd down and 8 within your own zone. You gotta. Seemed like they were having miscommunication there on that play.
Yeah, don't like what you see. Fix it.
Fix it. Simple as that. So if you're Enterprise, are you going, wow, these guys can hang with us? What do we do? It'll be interesting to see how they, adjust.
I don't really think Enterprise came into this game looking at it like this. Chico has beaten them the last 2 years.
That's true.
And Chico is the defending co-champion of the Eastern Athletic League. So they know Chico is capable.
Yeah.
Enterprise has the name and the legacy, but they know Chico has a talented team and that they can hang with them.
That's a good point. So 3rd and 8 with 2:55 remaining here in the first quarter. Trueblood, quick handoff to Justin Abney. He's going to get through the hole, but be quickly taken down there, or tripped up at about the 8 or 9 yard line. So that'll be a 4th and about 6.
The defense for Chico really did a great job of making up for the offensive mistake, and the Panthers should get the ball with great field position on this play.
So Zach Trueblood's going to kick this one away. Jesse Holmes will be returning this kick. And that's a nice one there. Holmes takes it at about the 45-yard line. Gets back down to the 30-yard line before being taken down there. Taken down hard.
Pretty sure Holmes shook the entire Hornet defense out of their cleats on that first attempt. Kind of made a cut towards the right side of the field and then kind of just cut straight towards the sideline and kind of shook everybody off him for a few yards at least.
Travis Hall making a big stop there. Hits Holmes hard.
And now, oddly enough.
But that was a great return there by
it was.
Jesse Holmes. I mean, he took it 15, 20 yards almost.
And now, oddly enough, they have better field position than they did before the interception.
So Robbins is, with the screen pass is intercepted. Casey Gunter, the 6'3", 245-pound junior. Chico was going to go with the screen pass.
Now,
before the big man gets in there. And
Gunter's a big man, and he knocked that down and did a great job to stay with it. Now, most of the time when an interception is thrown, you got to blame it on the quarterback. But on that one, that's on the offensive line. They had three defenders just blow through the line, and Robbins never really had a chance on that.
And, we talked last week about how big this defensive line was, and, here we go, seeing it, tonight.
Gunter's 6'3", and he's one of the smaller guys on that line.
I know. We talked a lot last week about Brandon Evers.
Big man.
6'7", 255 defensive end, and, we saw him make a similar play last week, and where these guys are able to get their hands up and make these blocks.
The offensive line for Chico High is really going to have a lot on their hands tonight with this defensive line of Enterprise.
So 2nd and about 7. Trueblood unable to take that snap. And he's going to roll out and find just short of Angley Holman.
I think he saw Angley Holman at the very last second.
I thought that was going to be a completed pass until
he just
dropped short.
He just didn't have time to get enough on that. But if Angley Holman if that had gone to Angley Holman, that would have been 6 points right there.
So Trueblood unable to take that high snap, and lucky to get a hold of it and scramble for what could have been a completed pass for 8 or 9 yards. So 3rd down. 2 receivers on each side. Horaves in the backfield. Angley Holman in motion. Trueblood back to pass. Intended for Brock Barr. Gets the first down.
Brock Barr did a great job of bringing that down. He had a man on his back, and it takes a lot of concentration to go up knowing that you're going to get hit as soon as you get that ball.
These guys are just as dangerous in the air as they are on the ground, and, it's crazy to see just how many threats they have.
Yep, it's kind of pick your poison with this team.
Quick handoff there to Justin Abney. And he's going to get nothing on that play. So 2nd and 10 for the Enterprise Hornets.
Tootsie Pop's 25 cents.
We're looking over at the scoreboard here and there. That was funny. 30 seconds to go here.
The Tootsie Pops are...
So Horaves finds a hole and gets out to about the 36-yard line.
If their Tootsie Pops are half as good as their tri-tip sandwiches, I might have to go fork out 25 cents.
So that was another nice run by Horaves.
And that'll be it for the first quarter.
Horaves able to pick up 7 or 8 yards on that play. So that'll do it for the first half.
First quarter.
First quarter, excuse me. I did the same thing last week.
Yes, you did.
The visiting Chico Panthers, 7.
The home Enterprise Hornets, 7.
And we've got ourselves a game here, folks. Matt Mellinger here, alongside Adam Levine. We are PlayOnSports.com, the home for high school sports. And do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you were enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all of their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. So what an interesting first quarter.
Oh yeah, it's hands down a much more competitive first quarter than we saw last week, again with Enterprise facing Red Bluff. I mean, these two teams are two very potent offensive teams. We saw that, but their defenses really were what was impressive in that first quarter. Obviously, Enterprise came up with the turnovers, but Chico did a very good job of containing this very strong Hornet offense.
You know, both these teams are going to have to work extremely hard to walk away with the W here tonight. So, I mean, we are in for a treat. So here we go. First play of the second quarter. Angley Holman in motion. Quarterback keeper Trueblood gets out to about the 32-yard line for the first down and able to move those chains.
He only got a few yards, but it was plenty for the first down. You know what they say with the quarterback keeper, first down, get down.
Oh, yeah.
That was very close to
being an
encroachment.
Trueblood hands off to Jace.
Defense just stuffed that.
Not much for him there. Maybe a yard or two.
That tackle was made by James Montague, and he just wasn't having any of that. He just took him down.
And that was one of the rare times that Trueblood isn't in the shotgun. Just for a quick handoff up the middle. Wedge right up the middle. Two receivers on each side. Abney in motion. Trueblood's going to pass it to Justin Abney. Abney has the first down and more, and he keeps his feet going and gets down to about the 10 or 11-yard line.
Abney just made that look easy.
And there we go, talking about that spread offense and just how effective it is.
But yeah, caught the entire defense off guard. I mean, Abney got it as basically as a lateral pass and just kind of took it down the line and cut inside and really got more yards than he probably should have on that.
And I mean, you'll see that happen a lot tonight. It's hard to tell. I mean, if you're the Panthers defense, you really got to think like, okay, how are we going to stop this defense? You got guys going in motion, quick passes over the middle, quarterback options. I mean, it's just really hard to tell what's going to happen.
Touchdown.
And Justin Abney able to find his way into the end zone after taking that handoff to the outside. So there we go. I mean,
and that was the just thing to happen. Abney had the big play. He deserved to get that run for the touchdown. That was just an outstanding drive for the Hornets. All started off by the key interception by Gunter.
I mean, just this offense is so potent in the way they design these plays to cut in, cut out, and passing it, guys in motion. I'm a huge fan of how they run this offense. So P.A.T. Ahern, a.k.a. Daniel Ahern with the kick.
Living up to his nickname.
Absolutely. So 10:30 to go here in the second quarter. Be sure to stay tuned at halftime. We'll break down some of the action so far tonight, as well as give you guys scores from around the league here in Northern California. So be sure to stay tuned for that.
10.5 minutes left in this second quarter. Let's see what the Chico Panthers have up their sleeve to hopefully for them equalize this game.
So Justin Abney on that last play. Able to take a nice run in. Taking it to the outside and then, able to find his way back towards the middle for the score. So Trevon Reed back to take this kick. And it's a short, high kick. And a big hit there. Wow. Andrew Carroll puts a big hit on the returner there.
That was Tamario Wilson with the return, and he wasn't backing down from that contact either.
No,
He ran.
both guys.
He said, "Bring it on."
And that they did. That was a big hit we heard from up here. So 2 guys in the backfield. Daniel Robbins in the shotgun. Quick handoff there. And wow, look at him keep his footing.
That return was a prime example of the unstoppable force meeting an immovable object.
That was Josh Kopech, who kept his feet going. You saw him drag the whole D-line there. Able to get 4 or 5 yards. So very effective on that run right there. So 2nd and 6 now for the Panthers. Quick handoff to Mr. Reed. Pitches it out to Kopech again, able to.
Kopech did a really good job of staying with that. I mean, that could have easily been a turnover on that.
Able to corral that fumble.
He even got some positive yardage on it.
No, they're bringing it back.
Oh, they are? Wow.
It looked like he did, though, but I guess the ball got pushed back. So 3rd and 9 now for the Panthers.
Regardless, it could have been a lot worse.
Man in motion. Robbins rolls out to pass. And they're going to say that's no good. The pass intended for Trevon Reed, they're going to say it's no good.
I think Trevon Reed is a little upset with that. I think he thinks he caught it, but the ref disagrees.
I think the ground did a better job of catching it.
I think he might think that he did a little bit better of an acting job than he actually did.
So 4th and 9. Daniel Robbins is going to kick this one away. You guessed it, Travis Hall back to receive, as he has been absolutely clutch on these kick returns.
Daniel Robbins, number 2, with punt.
Robbins high kick. And that's going to go out somewhere around the 34, 35-yard line.
Not a bad kick, but certainly not the best kick he can do.
It's about a 45-yard kick or so. It's pretty good for.
It's further than I can kick it, that's for sure.
It's pretty good for a high school kicker, Daniel Robbins.
Ball spotted at the Enterprise 44-yard line, 1st down and 10.
There you see O'Ravez and Abney in the backfield. Zach Trueblood behind center. Quick handoff to O'Ravez. He's going to bounce it to the outside. Has room. And gets to about midfield before being pushed out of bounds there.
I don't think there is a human being on this earth who is loving life as much as Jason O'Ravez is right now. He is king of the castle right now with this Enterprise Hornets offense.
He has, and you feel bad because Brad Woods, who, we've talked about this before, his injury and the guy in his senior season, and Jason O'Ravez is picking up right where he left off. Doing just as good, if not better.
I wouldn't say picking up, I'd say continuing where he picked up right where Woods left off. Because he's been doing this all season now.
Yeah, I mean, here it is.
He's just been tearing up opposing defenses.
Here it is, the 5th week of the season. So, well, technically they just started league a couple weeks ago, but
yeah, but this game actually marks the halfway point of the season.
That is true. Hand off there to Jace O'Ravez. Able to get forward there for the 1st down. I thought he was going to be taken down for a loss.
That was pure willpower too. He summoned something from inside of himself, and he just pushed for that 1st down, and he got it.
So 8:17 to go here in the 1st half. Matt Mellinger here alongside Adam Levine. Matt Zarchin, our producer, and Justin Barney out there on the camera, bringing you guys tonight's action. From Northern California, we are here in Redding, California, and we're just having a great time. This is the third week now that we've covered this team, and it's been quite a few weeks.
I got to tell you, Matt, I'm disappointed the Banana's not here this week.
You know, it's definitely a different crowd than it was last week for homecoming.
Last week, everybody was in costume.
But the band is picking up where they left off.
Oh, yeah, the band
is on
never
fire
misses
down
a
there.
beat. And they're having the time of their lives.
So both teams getting a much-needed break. Break in the action real quick. And like I said, be sure to stay tuned at halftime. We're going to bring you guys some of the action from tonight's game. We'll discuss that in depth and bring you guys scores from around the league. So be sure to stay tuned. We're not going anywhere. We hope you're not going anywhere.
I would think that the Hornets would have something tricky up their sleeves, seeing as they took a timeout to talk it over.
Abney in motion. Quick handoff up the middle. And he's going to be taken down for a loss. So the Panthers D-line able to read that play all the way. And that was Brad Woods back in the game. A gain of 0 on the play. It's good to see him back in. We've heard so much about him, and this is the first time that we've actually been able to see him go at it.
He must be loving this, too. It's a senior year. He wants to play football, and he's getting the chance right now.
Angley Holman in motion. Another high snap. Pass out to Travis Hall, and he's going to get pushed forward, actually. A big hit there by one of the Panthers defenders. Actually propels him forward with that big hit. So,
yeah, that big hit got him another 2-3 yards on that.
There you see Jace Oraves down there getting a sip of water. And just what a phenomenal player he's been these past couple weeks. It's been a real treat seeing him.
In a way, you got to think that Oraves is happy to have Woods back.
Oh, absolutely. It's
makes his job a little bit easier.
Takes some of the load off of him, but it's...
At this point, you got to think that Oraves is the #1 back going forward, though.
There's plenty of guys on this team who can, handle the workload. Trueblood option out to Abney. And he'll get stopped somewhere close to the first down. And they might even have to bring the chains out. Oh, and they're calling it a first down. So
he got it, but that little stutter step that he did around the 40-yard line.
That was effective.
It was effective, but I don't know. Well, I don't even really know if it was necessary. He kind of did it and then ran into 3 defenders as it was. So who knows? He probably knows more about football than I do. He's the one down there playing it. But it seems like he could have gotten a few more if he hadn't done that little stutter step.
We were always taught to just run straight forward. None of the fancy stuff, just run forward. Trueblood on the quarterback keeper, gets to about the 30-yard line, so picks up about 4 or 5.
You can tell that this Chico defense is getting frustrated with themselves.
This is the point where, we've seen it the past couple weeks, where Enterprise has the chance to run away with it.
Yes. And so far, nobody's really been able to really stop it.
5:51 and counting here in the second half. Quick pass intended for Angley Holman. Just out of his reach, and so that'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Hornets.
Play for the defense.
There you see number 38, Brandon Rainville. And so he's going to get some time here alongside his buddy Brad Woods. Handoff taken there by Woods, and wow, is he making a statement, coming right back in and getting the first down, picking up about 15 yards, 10 or 15 yards.
Take advantage of the opportunities you're given.
And that was just a big burst right up the middle.
He doesn't get too many carries, but when his number's called, he was ready.
He doesn't always get carries, but when he does, he makes it worthwhile. So Mr. Oraves back in. They're going to give Brad Woods a breather here. Angley Holman in motion, takes the handoff, takes to the outside, cuts back in the middle, taken down by a group of Panthers defenders, and he's going to pull his way down to about the 11-yard line. So about 2nd and 3 or 4.
What you said right before that play reminds me of a meme that I saw the other day. It was Russell Wilson, the quarterback for the Seahawks, saying, "I don't always throw interceptions, but when I do, it counts as a touchdown."
That's awesome. Quick handoff up the middle, stuffed there. With a huge hit.
Yeah, there was just nothing going on that one. Defense wasn't going to let something a little cheapy like that get through.
Huge hit by Kevin Young, number 32.
Chico Rabbit with the carry on that last play. 3rd down and 2.
So one of the few times where Oraves gets put on the opposite side of a big hit. Usually he's the one dishing out hits as he's moving his way forward. So here we go, 3rd and a couple. Enterprise with the chance to increase the score by 2. Trueblood back to pass, over the middle for Oraves, touchdown Enterprise! Wow! And how about that?
The defense didn't stand a chance on that one.
That is exactly what they needed to do.
I think the Chico defense just wasn't expecting a throwing play to Oraves. They weren't paying attention, but Oraves will take it. Touchdown Hornets.
Wide open in the back of the end zone.
Now, Chico really needs to collect themselves to make sure that they stay a part of this game.
And it looks... So P.A.T. Ahern will take this kick. And I think that was a false start on Enterprise. So that'll push him back, but shouldn't be a problem there for
P.A.T. Ahern.
Daniel Ahern, number 25.
Oh, they're calling encroachment.
It's hard to tell from where we are. So Daniel Ahern is going to kick this one through. And 21-0.
That one was barely through. I think that one might have gotten tipped a little bit. Sometimes moving it closer to the field goal isn't really helpful.
Necessarily a good thing.
It gives him less of a much sharper angle to kick that at.
I know exactly what you were trying to say.
Yes. Not one of my more eloquent moments.
And mathematics.
I'm a sports guy, not a math guy.
Yeah, exactly. Can you solve this math problem? No, but I can return a punt.
I can't even return a punt. I can talk about a punt, though.
You and I are plus-size guys, so we would be linemen if anything.
I know.
So the Enterprise Hornets on top 21-7 over the visiting Chico Panthers.
Let's see if they actually kick it to Eli Pennick on this one. I'm sure he'd love the chance to run another one back.
I don't know. They'd be smart to put it on the ground. And, yeah, they're going to kick that one short again. Taken by Pennick and brought down hard there.
That wasn't...
Brandon Rainville puts a big hit on him.
That was a very good decision to actually go for that, though. If he had gone for that,
yeah, no,
it would have been their ball on like the 10-yard line.
I definitely
so
agree.
You got to take it and just take the hit and
that's their job.
Let it be.
Sometimes you got to take a big hit. So the Panthers are in need of a big play here, big drive. And not much going on there on that play. So that'll be a 2nd and 10.
I'm still waiting to see them air the ball out to Jesse Holmes.
I think we've only seen a couple attempts to him. One of them was just out of his hands.
Yes.
So this is the point where Chico can avoid having this game be out of their reach, is scoring on this drive here.
If they can get a score, even if it's just a field goal, that'll be a big morale booster.
And we see Robbins' pass for Hall, or for Holmes, incomplete, almost intercepted, but the ref is saying no.
Holmes did a great job of, he knew he wasn't going to catch that, but he made sure that that wasn't going to be another interception.
And that pass broken up there by Mr. Abney, as it looks like he came up with the interception, but they're saying it hit the ground first. So 3rd and 10 now for Robbins and the Panthers. That sounds like a band's name.
What'd you say?
Robbins and the Panthers, or Robin and the Panthers. So 3rd and 10. And the shotgun, Robbins is going to roll out. Throws it deep. That was Trevon Reed. Correction.
That pass.
Excuse me, no, it was Daniel Robbins.
That pass was meant for Barack Karatekeli. That's a mouthful.
Karata Kelly is how I'm going to say it. The 6'4", 185-pound senior from Chico High School.
Big guy.
It's a big receiver.
He's going to be a target downfield.
Him and Holmes, the two primary targets, at least that we've noticed so far this game.
Daniel Robbins back to punt.
Travis Hall is going to take this one back at around the 38-yard line. Hits hard, but avoids the tackle. Shakes it to the outside with a big hit there by Oraves. He's going to be taken out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. So huge return there again for Travis Hall.
Travis Hall is a football player. He really can do it all on this field. I mean, he's fast, he can catch, he can run, and he can break tackles too.
And I hope that hit by Oraves there, that big block was in frame, because they're going to be watching that tomorrow in film. And that was a huge block, and
leveled a Chico defender.
That enabled Travis Hall to get a few extra yards. So there we go, a quick play up the middle for Mr. Woods.
They got a few, but that was a very good tackle by Sam Miller for Chico. He wrapped him up and took him down real fast.
So 2:42 remaining here in the first half. We're going to take a quick break at halftime and then bring you guys the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, and we'll break down the game so far as we've seen it and also go over some scores from around the league. Angley Holman able to work his way to about the 31-yard line.
Chico desperately needs to get themselves a stop on this play.
So 3rd and a few for the Hornets. Trueblood in the shotgun. Angley Holman in motion. Quick pass over the middle for Travis Hall, complete, and he stays on his feet, able to bounce out of the way of a few defenders and finds his way down at about the 10-yard line. So a great play there by Mr. Hall.
This kid just knows how to play. I mean, he puts himself in a position to succeed, and he does.
That was a great play. He was able to shake a couple sets of what would be tacklers.
Yeah, he's a great tackle breaker.
And our producer, Matt Zarchin, is shaking his head in agreements that was a great play. So timeout taken here.
43 seconds left in this first half. It's going to be interesting to see if Chico can stop this Hornet offense and prevent them from putting points on the board. With how in sync this Hornets offense has been, it's, you got to question whether or not they can be stopped.
You know, so wow, this is not looking good at this point for the Panthers if they're able to score on this drive with 1:43 remaining.
Chico's going to need a big stop on this play to stop the bleeding.
If it's already a 2-possession game, I'm pretty sure they don't want to make it 3.
Exactly.
Trueblood's going to pass. Intended for Araves. I think that play kind of surprised him. I don't think he was really ready for that play. If you see it, he was about to make the catch, and it kind of startled him.
The play so much surprised him. I think he thought a little bit too much about the defender that was right there. I mean, he was about to take a licking once he caught that ball. And no matter how focused you are, that's going to weigh on your mind a little bit.
Angley Holman in a bit of trouble here. He's going to be taken down for a loss. So at 3rd and 12. And, we might be able to see Mr. Ahern kick a field goal. We haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, you don't see field goals as often at the high school level as you do at really any other level.
So 3 receivers to the near side. Trueblood's going to drop back and pass. And Hall has it, but where will they spot it? Is it? I think it's just short of the first down.
About 3rd and 2 on this.
So 4th and and Enterprise is going to take a timeout here, rightfully so, with 2 minutes remaining. 4th and 2 with 3 yards till a touchdown. They definitely need to take a quick break, talk this one over.
What call would you make? Would you go for the field goal or would you go for the touchdown?
Go for the touchdown, definitely. Not to discredit Chico's defense, but, I mean, they should feel pretty confident in their own game right now.
Yeah, I'd go for the touchdown, too. Even if you don't quite make it, I mean, you still got the Chico offense pinned deep in its own half of the field, which would make a last-minute drive nearly impossible, especially with Chico's lack of timeouts left.
You know, and Chico's defense is just having a tough time of coming up with big stops.
Yeah, they just seem to be off balance. They can't really put a finger on how to stop this Enterprise offense.
They're starting to get a hold of their running game, but these quick passes they're having trouble containing. So here we go.
It's a big
This
play
is one
for
of the
Panthers.
most key plays of the game we'll see here tonight. 4th and 2. Trueblood, quick pass over the middle, caught. So touchdown, Travis Hall. And this kid is just an absolutely amazing, talented player. And he certainly wouldn't be able to do it without Zach Trueblood.
This Hornets offense is just, you really can't choose which is better. I mean, their passing and their run game has just been unbelievable thus far. I mean, it's really pick your poison. You give it to Araves, you give them the run and let Araves do his thing, or you let them pass it to Hall and he'll punish you just as much.
There's so many different threats that it's hard for any defense to contain. We've seen it so far the past few weeks. Daniel Ahern's kick is through and good. So it's now a 3-possession game. 28-7, the Hornets on top of the Chico Panthers. We are just 50.1 seconds away from halftime. It's warm up here in the booth.
Just a little bit. A little humid, too. Great seats, though, right on the 50-yard line.
Right on the 50-yard line. But we got this window right here in front of us. A little bit of glare.
It's kind of funny watching the game and seeing myself in the reflection.
No, but this is fun, being able to commentate these games, and you really feel like you're a part of it. And it's just a ton of fun seeing these great athletes compete out here.
I think the biggest factor is definitely the small atmosphere that comes with high school football.
Yeah. And that's a big kick there. That's going to bounce into the end zone. So that'll be a touchback, and the Panthers will start with it on their own 20-yard line here with time winding down. So look for them to go to the air.
With how well that was kicked, that was actually probably the best result that the Panthers could have hoped for. I mean, if he gets that ball, he gets it on his own 5-yard line, and the defense was right there to squash any sort of return that he could have possibly gotten. So let's see what this Panthers offense can do to respond to some adversity.
Now would be a good time to throw to their main target, Holmes. And they're going to do just that. Holmes is going to get the first down on the first play of this drive. Picks up 12 or 13 for the first down.
When all else fails, go to your main man. He's your best receiver for a reason.
Jesse Holmes, a 6'3", 195-pound senior. Their primary target at wide receiver. Going to him again there. Pushed out of bounds at about the 41-yard line.
33.8 seconds left in this first half.
Second and 6.
He's going to pass again, looking for Holmes. Throws downfield. Holmes is wide open. And he's going to be taken down at about the 20-yard line. So great job there. Looks almost as if he was pushed out of bounds, and Abney was unable to keep up with him, basically.
Holmes and Robbins, I think, are just tired of getting beat up. They're standing up for themselves, and they want to prove that they can do some things. They know they're a good team, and they want to show it. This game is a long way from over.
So 20 seconds and counting. Robbins drops back to pass. Looking for Holmes. He finds him for a Panthers touchdown late here in the first half, excuse me.
That was very big for the Panther offense.
So how about that? That was like 4 plays and 80 yards.
That gives this game a much closer feel going into halftime.
Definitely, that's exactly what we were touching on, is not letting this game get too far out of reach for the Panthers.
I mean, with a full half left, a two-score game is really not that much. As long as their defense can hold its own, this Chico Panthers team still has a shot.
Good kick there by Robbins. Or excuse me, that was 22. Ryan Barnett. So 15 seconds remaining. We'll take a break at halftime, and then we'll be back with you guys in a few minutes for the halftime show. We'll break down the action so far and give you guys scores from around the league. But so far, we've seen a really competitive game, to say the least.
Oh, it's been a very, very competitive game. It's been a lot more competitive than the score would indicate, that's for sure. Now, I'd imagine on this kickoff, they'll kick it off and he'll try to return it, but after that, they'll probably take a knee and just take it into halftime. And let's not forget, Chico gets the first possession of the second half, too, because when they won the coin toss, they deferred to Enterprise.
So Hall, O'Ravez, and Abney back to return this kick. And wow, that was a great strike. to Jesse Holmes.
Jesse Holmes is he's a man. He is the best receiver on this team, and we just saw why. He's cool, calm, collected, and he can just make plays.
Not only that, but they didn't go to any of their other receivers on that.
They went
And
to
a
the
short kick here. Hall's going to take it. That's not the guy they probably wanted to kick to. And he spins off of a tackler, able to make his way to about the 36, 37-yard line.
Chico did a much better job of covering that up than they did on the last one.
So 8 seconds to go. Did they take a knee or did they throw a...
I think you take a knee with 8 seconds left.
Or should Trueblood throw to the back corner of the end zone for an interception touchdown?
At this point, it'd be a Hail Mary, and to get enough time to get your receivers down there, you don't want to risk an injury via sack or any sort of other injury, so I'd imagine he'd just...
You didn't laugh at my Seahawks-Packers joke.
Yeah, because that's because I didn't find it funny, and that'll be the half.
Araves taking that last play of the half. That'll do it for the first half of play here at Enterprise High School, 28 to 14, excuse me. Hornets on top. We'll be right back with the halftime show. welcome to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. I'm Matt Mellinger here alongside Adam Levine. We are here at Enterprise High School in Redding, California. The score at half, 28-14, with the home team Hornets on top. And just what a crazy game we've seen here so far.
This has been insane.
Kind of the same tone to it as we had last week with the offensive strength of this team. And
same key players for Enterprise as last week.
So I got some stats in front of me. Mr. Trueblood, 8 of 13 with 88 yards and 2 TDs. Jaso Raves, 15 carries for 109 yards with a 37-yard touchdown run and an 11-yard touchdown catch. So obviously the guy doing his thing, contributing as much as he possibly can. Travis Hall, 4 receptions for 40 yards with a touchdown. And Brad Woods, 4 carries for 19 yards. So not bad. Chico having a little bit of trouble themselves, but
yeah, but they're doing all right. I mean, they have Jesse Holmes, who with only 5 receptions already has 92 yards and a TD. And Robbins on that last play looked like what we expected him to look like the entire game.
So, yeah, that's what we've expected. What should be a great game tonight. We have a couple scores for you guys we're going to pull up here as soon as we get to them. Let's see. At halftime, Red Bluff leads 24-20 over
Shasta.
Over Shasta, excuse me. I lost the page there for a second. West Valley leads PV 28-0. Extended halftime with the homecoming, as we experienced here last week. 7-3 Sutter over Orland at the end of the third period. And that'll pretty much do it for the scores we were able to find. So getting excited here for the second half of action. Chico's really got to just come up with some big stops.
Yeah, their offense is really it's struggling a little bit, but if they can continue what they did on that last drive, they'll be all right. It's their defense that just needs to really just put their heads down and play. I mean, they're getting frustrated with themselves. They just need to really settle down and play within themselves, and they'll be fine.
I mean, if they can come out with that sort of intensity they had on their last drive where they were able to throw the ball 5-6 times, whatever it was, and, come up with a huge strike to Jesse Holmes. If they come out with that sort of intensity here, I mean, this could be a whole different ball game come 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
If Chico wants to claw their way back into this game, they're really going to need to continue to do what they did on that last play, and that is find Jesse Holmes, because he will be that horse that they can ride to a win.
They need to, just contain the running game of Enterprise. It seems like they've done a good job of that so far, but, I mean, they need to work that in with also some stops in the secondary, and their cornerbacks seem to be struggling just a little bit. It should be an interesting
They definitely need to find someone to take care of Jaso Raves. I mean, 109 rushing yards in the first half. That's some damage.
So we are just about set here. Travis Hall, again, is another guy who's, have himself another good week. I mean,
he's old reliable. He'll do what he needs to do, and he just doesn't really make mistakes.
I mean, there's just no quitting in this kid or Jaso Raves. I mean,
they're both very sound, fundamental players that just know how to play football.
And they can't do it without Zach Trueblood. I mean,
Zach
that's just
Trueblood,
an obvious
definition of a field general.
Without a doubt. I like the way Daniel Robbins is taking control. That's something I definitely noticed.
Yeah, I was glad to see how he reacted. He picked his head up after those 2 back-to-back interceptions, one of which wasn't exactly his fault. It was more the offensive line that failed him. But it's tough for a quarterback to really come back from back-to-back interceptions. And he did that very well.
And, Daniel Robbins would right alongside Trevon Reed. I mean, you never know with the play. I mean, who's going to be throwing the ball? I mean, it's just tricky.
Having two of them out there really makes it tricky for the Hornet defense.
So we are just waiting now for things to get going. That'll pretty much do it for our halftime show here on PlayOnSports.com. We just touched on the basics, and we are all set for the second half of action. Anything else you have to say, or
just that the Panthers are down by 2, but the Hornets, neither team can stop playing. There's 24 minutes left in this game, and that's plenty of time for either team to really do some damage.
And Enterprise isn't the kind of team to back off after a couple scores. I mean, we saw last week how they obliterated the Red Bluff defense, and this is a Red Bluff team that it was 3-0.
Yes.
So, I mean, it just goes to show.
To Chico's credit, this is a much tougher team than Red Bluff.
Oh, absolutely. But so we're just about ready to go. The Panthers will have the ball to start the third quarter.
They'll be looking to strike hard and fast.
They need to make a statement.
We may not have Banana Guy, but we have Cape Guy down there now. It's pretty flashy.
Nathan backhand will kick, and fielded there by, I can't tell his number, but that was a big hit he just delivered there. And he loses his helmet there. We do not. We just heard the guys in the booth on the radio station next to us. That was number 28 for the Panthers, and he is not listed on either of these rosters. So good job to mysterious number 28. So here comes Robin and the boys. Two receivers lined up to each side. Giving pressure there is Robbins, and he's going to throw that one away. Almost caught there by Trevon Reed, but I think he was just trying to get rid of that one.
Yeah, that was dangerous. I mean, if you're gonna throw one out, you gotta airmail that. He put that in a very dangerous place where it very could have easily been intercepted.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers. Quick pass there for Barack Karada Kelly. And he's able to get a few there. About 6 on the play. Brings up a 3rd and a few.
Jesse Holmes is the number 1 receiver, but Karada Kelly,
I mean, we've heard his name called a lot tonight, too.
He's plenty good to keep this defense off kilter.
Cordero Rios hasn't had a touch here for quite a while. Dropped a pass. And Eli Pennick will catch that one. Good for a first down.
Now, that was a very successful play, but I'm noticing that this offensive line really needs to work harder to protect their QB. I mean, every time he's getting pressure, like that pocket is collapsing right away, and he's really having to improvise to make things happen.
So 2 receivers to the right side. Quarterback keeper option. Trevon Reed able to make his way to about the 43-yard line.
Trevon Reed isn't really moving like a guy with a sore knee.
No, yeah, it seems almost as if he hasn't even missed a beat.
But, you know, people who have a passion for sports really, they don't let an injury bother them.
So Robbins' pass tipped there, but caught by Karada Kelly, able to keep his feet moving and get out to about the 42-yard line. So that was a great play there. The pass just got slightly deflected, but able to still catch that pass and keep moving.
Karada Kelly does not want people to think that he is the second option wide receiver.
No, both these guys are
They
trying to get yards.
They provide a great dual threat.
Quick toss to Mr. Reed. Able to get the first down and more, down to about the 25, 24-yard line.
Trayvon Reed is really doing a great job in this slot receiver role. I mean, he came into this season thinking he was going to be the quarterback of this team, but he has done an excellent job of adjusting to the change of positions.
You know, it'll be interesting to see if he even goes back to being the number one quarterback.
I honestly don't see it happening.
I don't either. He's doing just a fine job.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing every once in a while he'll take the snap and it'll be kind of like a wildcat sequence.
Yeah.
But I think he's doing perfectly fine in the slot receiver role, and Daniel Robbins has been outstanding at quarterback.
Why mess with something that's already working, you know?
Exactly.
That was Kellen Culpepper getting his first touch of the night, but unfortunately for a loss. He took it to the outside and tried to run it back, unable to do so successfully. So 2nd and 15 for the Chico Panthers, 9:30 to go here in the third quarter. Man in motion. Robbins back to pass. Scrambling out to the near side. Gets rid of that one. Almost intercepted by Oraves and almost into the hands of...
I love the confidence that Robbins has in his arm, but if I'm seeing one glaring weakness to his game, it's that he needs to recognize when he needs to just throw the ball away, and when it's not gonna do him well to throw the ball. That ball probably should have been intercepted.
So Oraves almost intercepted that pass, and then Kellen Culpepper, who was the intended receiver, almost comes up with that catch. So that was an interesting play there. Interesting turn of events. So in motion, quick pass to Cordero Rios, incomplete. So that'll bring up a 4th down now.
Now, would you say that this is 4-down territory, considering that a punt is probably going into the end zone?
No, it's tough to tell.
I mean, obviously it's too far for a field goal, but 4th and 19, that's a lot.
Yeah, 4th and about 18, so we'll see. They might just throw this one away or go for it. I mean, the field positioning's...
There isn't much to gain by punting it.
We'll see. So Robbins is going to pass, scrambles out of the pocket, and takes it himself before being taken out of bounds by Nick Thomason.
See, now I think that was a smart call because Robbins advanced it to about the 26, 27-yard line, and it's worth taking the shot at scoring rather than punting that. I mean, you really only give the defense 7 yards.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for True Blood and the Hornets. Oraves in the backfield. 2 receivers on each side. And the shotgun quick handoff to Jace Oraves. Takes it to the right side. Good for maybe half a yard. So nothing cooking on that play.
Panthers really pounced on that one.
They did.
They're going to play hard, and they're going to hit hard. And I think they're going to hit hard, and they're going to try to dislodge a ball or make the offense make a bad choice and try to capitalize on mistakes.
You know, playing physical like that is the only way you're going to slow down this explosive Hornet offense. And there you see it again on the ground. Not much going again, so they're doing a good job of.
Looked like there was a little bit of extracurricular activities on that play. Looked like there was some shoving between Justin Abney and Vince Uribe.
And I like the way their defense is playing right now.
They don't want to get punked, and they're playing like it.
So 3rd and 4 for the Hornets. on their own 30-yard line. Angley-Holman in motion. Finds Araves over the middle, and he's going to maintain his footing. And he's going. And he's going to be taken down at about the 23-yard line. I thought he was going to go all the way on that one.
Now, that was a great catch, but that was an even better stop.
Excuse me, that was Justin Abney that was in motion, not Angley-Holman. I apologize for that error.
That was a great save by the defender.
It's kind of hard to tell the numbers just from where we're sitting with the glare of the glass right in front of us. So I apologize if we do get some of these numbers wrong or if we can't see them
It's
right
a
away.
mystery number 15, who is also not on my roster. Or not 15, 16, sorry.
Abney in motion, but Araves is going to take the handoff up the middle. Good for a couple. .640 remaining here in the third quarter. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information, as well as links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Matt Mellinger here alongside Adam Levine, enjoying a good night of football here at Enterprise High School.
I'm just shocked by how well-oiled of a machine Enterprise's offense truly
They're
is.
looking great. They have a big test, though, coming up next week against the powerhouse Paradise.
Paradise Bobcats. We were down there earlier this season.
We were, and they gave a nice hurting on Napa.
That might have been my favorite venue that we've been at so far this season.
That was a lot of fun. Araves up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, still stays on his feet, able to move it down to about the 6-yard line. And that was the definition of a good, powerful run right there.
Yeah, he's a little guy, but he can run. He's got some strong legs, and he doesn't let people take him down easily.
Took two guys there to bring him down as he was dragging one of the guys that appeared. So first and goal from about the 7-yard line. Quick handoff again to Araves, who's going to jump over a pile and get a couple yards there. Not sure what he was going for there, maybe just a couple extra yards.
Yeah, if you can get a few yards, why not?
So he picks up 3, jumping over a big pile of defensive and offensive linemen.
In my opinion, some of the funnest football to watch is improvisation.
Absolutely. That got a chuckle out of the crowd, too, I just heard. So second and goal, from the 5-yard line. Quick pitch to Araves, and he's going to fumble. He's going to lose the ball and recovered by the Panthers, so there's a lucky break there for the Chico Panthers, and that caught me completely by surprise.
That was the reward that Chico gets for really just playing tough defense, making hard hits.
Jace Araves had a clear touchdown.
Yeah.
Just ripped from his hands.
You never know when a hard hit can dislodge a ball, so that's why teams play such hard physical defense.
And, that's really what the Chico Panthers need at this point in the game, down by 2 touchdowns. And that's a major confidence builder.
Now, this drive isn't going to be easy. They're on their own 3-yard line, so not a lot of wiggle room. Can't allow a sack. That would be very bad.
So 3 receivers lined up to the near side. One of them in motion, taken there by Trevon Reed, and he finds a big hole. Can he get past Nick Thomasine? No, he cannot. Thomasine takes him out of bounds, and there is definitely going to be a flag thrown, as you just saw, because that was...
It's looking like a late hit.
He tackled him about 5 yards into the out of bounds there. So Mr. Reed picking up almost 20 yards off a quarterback keeper.
This crowd is going crazy. Our window was shaking for a second.
And so that'll move the ball even farther after that penalty.
On that Trayvon Reed run, I think that might have been, we might have seen the first instance of his knee not being at 100% because he really never accelerated. He kind of just got the first down and got out of there.
Reed's going to pass over the middle for Ryan Barnett, but he fumbles. He's going to fumble, and it's going to be recovered here by the Enterprise Hornets. So just like that, that's
that hard physical defense goes both ways. I mean,
is this a game or what?
You never know what's going to happen.
And what a just unlikely turn of events. This has been a crazy second half so far. So that was just a quick over the middle pass by Robbins, and that was knocked out of his grip, and it's unfortunate.
That wasn't Robbins who threw it. That was actually Trayvon Reed who threw that.
Abney takes a handoff for a loss. As he was in motion there, got the quick handoff and was taken down almost immediately.
This is turning into a real slobber knocker.
It certainly is.
Defense is really stepping up on both sides. Everybody's making plays.
So 4:10 remaining here in the third quarter. We've seen a crazy second half so far. Two receivers in the far side. On the far side, Abney in motion. He's going to take the handoff. It's a reverse. Taylor Angley-Holman gets back.
That was a gnarly hit by number 59, Malik Hopkins.
Finds his way up to the 50-yard line.
Sorry, 58, Malik Hopkins. That was just a...
And I don't think I've seen Enterprise run that play before.
Nah, that was something different from anything we've seen so far.
Yeah, in the couple games that we've covered them, I haven't seen that reverse.
But that was just a monster hit.
Abney in motion again, and he's going to pass over the middle for Travis Hall. Almost intercepted, but they're going to say that made contact with the ground first.
The Chico High Panthers are not happy with that call.
And is this a new Enterprise offense, or what's going on here? We haven't seen any of these sort of plays, so a little trickery coming from the coach, Mr. Trueblood. That was the first time we've seen Justin Abney throw a pass, so we'll see if it's going to be a continuing trend or they'll get back to their normal offense. An extremely short kick there.
And it turns out that it was kind of good they didn't get the interception. They have better field position now.
And I'm not so sure about that kick. I don't know if that was intentional or...
It looked like it went off the side of his foot. Definitely did not get all of that, that's for sure.
So, okay. Enterprise really needs to do something here.
Both teams' defenses have just taken control of this matchup.
If you can make a stop here and then get your offense back out on the field to score a quick touchdown, then this game might just about be out of reach for Chico. But not with that play there. That's going to be Holmes doing his thing.
Big yardage.
Oh, man, and he's going to go down to about the 10-yard line before getting hit hard. Jesse Holmes with a quick pass.
He ran into a brick wall, but that was an outstanding play. I mean, he had blockers all over the place making that happen for him. He even stiff-armed a guy around the 20-yard line himself.
And he's been the man of the night for the Chico offense with that big touchdown in the first half.
He is definitely the man when it comes to the receiving game for this team. And that's no crack at Karata Kelly.
No, yeah. So this is what the Panthers need to get back in this game. Barnett in motion. Mr. Reed's going to take it himself. And down at about the 2-yard line, almost had a chance to take it in himself.
Trayvon Reed is fearless. I mean, he's playing with a messed up knee, a messed up shoulder, and he is still going at it 100%, trying to make plays for this Panther team.
So we'll see what they do here. Are they going to pass it or are they going to run it in? 2nd and 4. Excuse me, 2nd and goal. Off of that big run there by Mr. Holmes. Man in motion. Trevon Reed is going to take it in himself for a Chico Panthers touchdown.
Correction, that was actually Daniel Robbins who took that in himself.
Oh, that was number 2, Daniel Robbins. My bad.
Yeah, 2s kind of look like 5s. That was an outstanding run, though. I mean, part of being a good quarterback isn't just facilitating your teammates. It's recognizing when, hey, I might be the best option, best chance we have to score on this, so I'm going to take it.
So Chico's going to attempt the extra point here. Bring the score to within 1 touchdown.
Chico has just done a great job of just not giving up. I mean, their defense and their offense have really responded after halftime.
And that one's going to be through. So just like that, after we just saw 2 turnovers, Chico able to finally get one into the end zone and bring the score to within 1 possession. So
and this is just turning into a all-out war on this field.
28-21. The home team, Enterprise Hornets, on top, 28-21.
Now it's time to see how the Hornets respond to this.
If you're Enterprise, are you a little nervous right now?
I wouldn't say nervous is the right word. I'd say alert.
Definitely. I mean,
they still have a 1 touchdown lead and the ball, so it's not like they're in any immediate danger of losing this lead. But they need to be a little careful, yeah.
if you're the Panthers, you got to be fired up. I mean,
Oh, yeah, they got to be pumped.
the Panthers defense needs some of that energy to go towards them. Some of the energy that the offense has gained. So Raves, Abney, and Hall back to receive this kick. And the kick is away.
That was a heck of a kick.
And Abney tried to get a hand on it, but he's going to watch it go into the end zone. So a touchback for the Enterprise Hornets here with 1:51 to go in the 3rd quarter.
That was a smart decision by Abney to let that one go. I mean, the coverage was already there by the time it hit the end zone, so that could have ended up being very bad for this Hornets offense.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. I'm Matt Mellinger here alongside Mr. Adam Levine. And we just saw Chico pull to within 1 possession here on that last drive. Jaso Robbins is going to take the handoff, gets hit hard by number 58 for the
Malik
Chico
Hopkins
Panthers.
again.
Malik Hopkins, big boy.
He's just having a good time hitting people tonight.
So 2nd and 8 now for the Hornets. 2 receivers on each side like they usually like to do. We'll see who they bring in motion here. True Blood commanding his offense from the shotgun. And he's going to take it himself up the middle. Finds a decent-sized hole and gets forward for 5 or 6 yards.
That makes it a very manageable 3rd down for the Hornets.
So that'll be 3rd and 7, or excuse me, 3rd and 3.
He didn't go backwards on that, that's for sure.
So 42 seconds and counting in the 3rd quarter, taken by Oraves, the handoff.
And he is not going to get that. This Chico defense is pumped.
And he gets no gain there.
This Chico team, they feel like they can win this game.
I think so. I mean, we're starting to see that now. So True Blood is going to kick this one away.
It's kind of odd to see the kicker or the quarterback be the punter as well.
5 seconds on the clock. They're going to let this one die and then start the fourth quarter by giving Chico the ball back. So, I mean, if you're Chico, you got to be pretty excited right now.
Chico's in a very good position right now. I mean, a full quarter left, only down by a touchdown. But they've still got work to do, and so do the Enterprise Hornets.
So Chico able to capitalize on a couple miscues by the Hornets offense. So True Blood and the guys will be kicking this one away. And if you're Chico, you got to stay positive. You got to say, hey guys, this can be our game. Let's get it done.
You can kind of tell how these two teams are feeling right now. Chico, they're already out on the field, whereas it looks like Enterprise is taking their time.
They're drinking water down there. You see,
yep.
Some guys look fatigued, and that's something we touched on last week was how the smaller rosters, guys, here come fourth quarter, this is what it's all about. That's what those extra sprints are when you can't breathe and you're telling your linemen to hustle up and get guys through during sprints. This is what it's all about. That's why the coach says, all right, guys, fourth quarter, we're going to run extra hard.
Conditioning is the be-all, end-all when it comes to competitive football and smaller teams.
And Jesse Holmes is going to take this, but it's a fake. And almost intercepted there, so there we go. Turnover by Chico. I did not expect that one bit. That was Ryan Barnett who was able to get his hand in there to block that pass away.
That was a very tricky play.
So Daniel Robbins, man in motion. Trevon Reed. Going to throw that one.
That's going to be a first down.
That was Karada Kelly, for the first down.
I think they've been running Trevon Reed at quarterback a little bit more this half, and that's got to be confusing the defense. I mean, two completely different styles of playing the position, and they both do it very effectively.
You know, from where we're sitting with the glare of the glass right in front of us, it's kind of hard to tell the numbers who's in. So Reed in trouble. He's going to try to scramble out, but taken down by Casey Gunter.
If you'll pay attention, something that's kind of unique about Trevon Reed is he's a lefty.
Yeah.
Not a lot of lefty quarterbacks. Not a lot of lefties in general, but it's kind of fun to see a lefty quarterback.
It's been Trevon Reed for most of this second half. I don't even think we've seen Robbins in at quarterback, but you also noticed
Robbins threw that long bomb to Jesse Holmes early in the second half.
So here he goes again, scrambling. Throws it short, but they're going to say Holmes caught it.
Holmes is just a Class A receiver. I mean, if it's in his area, he'll catch it.
And here, look at this.
And Chico is knocking on the door.
Chico's knocking on the door, looking to tie this game, and they're getting their chance to right now with 10:39 to go in the fourth. Reed, quick pass out to Cudarelli, but the ball's on the ground.
That was a very lucky bounce on that fumble.
Was that pass to Karada Kelly?
It was to Karada Kelly.
But he fumbled it.
He did fumble it, and it bounced back to...
So a lucky bounce there for Chico.
I believe it bounced back to Jesse Chambers.
So a second and goal for the Panthers with crazy play there. They're lucky they didn't lose that ball. Reed back to pass, throws over the middle for Holmes, and he catches it. So touchdown, Chico.
Touchdown, Chico.
A big pass over the middle.
Big pass to a big man.
Oh, wow. And this is crazy, just like that.
We could very possibly have a tie game.
And I'm just in awe of this second half. This is crazy right now.
This has by far been the most competitive game that we have called.
Definitely, for sure.
6-1-1. If you have that ticket, come on up to the announcers. Oop. $127.
So flag on that. I can't
Definitely.
see who's kicking the ball right now. Looks like 27, Noah Collado. And there was a false start on that play, so that'll move the Panthers back 5 yards.
We're going to get to see just how strong Colado's leg is. I mean, it's only a 20-yarder, but it's further than anything he's had to kick today so far.
And the snap. Colado's kick is through. So we have ourselves a tied ball game, folks, and this is certainly...
This has turned into one heck of a football game.
It's great to see this. We got ourselves a ball game.
And this Enterprise team is just shocked.
And the Panthers are to be commended. I mean, they've done a great job on defense. Their offense is coming too.
You hate to throw around a word like this, but it just seems like this Enterprise defense got a little bit complacent and has kind of thought that they didn't have to go as hard as they really did. But now you got to think that they're awake and that they realize that this is the game again.
We haven't seen much from their offense this second half, so
this is basically going to be a 9-minute and 43-second game now.
So Hall, Abney, and O'Ravez back to receive this kick.
Thank everybody for playing 50-50, participating Thank you.
Here comes the kick, and that's high and long. But taken there by Travis Hall to about the 25-yard line. Makes a couple defenders miss, and that'll be taken. That'll be placed at about the 29-yard line. So
Hall is a dangerous return man, but this Panther team is not afraid to kick him the ball.
So we'll see if Trueblood and the Hornets offense can return to their form that they're used to playing. I mean, they just got to settle down and be like, hey, guys.
Exactly.
It's 0-0 with 9 minutes to play. We got this. Man in motion, Justin Abney in motion. Quick pass out to Travis Hall. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage there, so he's going to lose a yard or two.
And he just had nowhere to go. I mean, this Chico defense is playing with a fire that we didn't see in the first half.
I mean, the last thing you want to do is give the ball right back to the Panthers.
I really wonder what Jason, the head coach Alvester, had to say to his team during halftime, because
whatever he
they're
said,
playing with way more energy than they were before.
It's worked. Handoff up the middle to O'Ravez. Nothing.
Another monster hit.
So what? I don't understand what's going on right now with the Hornets offense, but
Coach obviously saw something that it must have been something very simple that this defense was not doing, and he corrected it, and the defense has been spectacular so far this half.
This Enterprise offense is looking all sorts of out of sorts.
All sorts of out of sorts.
Not able to get practically anything going here in the second half, and it's been the exact opposite story for Chico, who's rallied and come back to tie it with two touchdowns to tie this game. So, I mean, Not sure what's going on here, but we'll see if they can get it done. Angley Holman wide open. And he's going to go down to about the 22-yard line.
And that was the big play that they needed.
Taylor Angley Holman. The great play designed to get them back on their feet, so look at that.
Big play Taylor.
That's another play that you and I have not seen yet.
Yeah, this team really isn't known for their long bombs, but that was probably one of the longer passes we've seen from this Enterprise team.
So Taylor Angley Holman with the big catch and run there. Looks to have finally gotten something going here for the Enterprise Hornets. And that was a false start on one of the O-linemen. So that'll move them back 5 yards. So that'll move them back a few yards. So 2nd and 15 now for the Hornets. .7:52 remaining here in the 4th quarter. In what's been an extremely interesting game. Very competitive, everything we hoped it would be, and it's been just that. Trueblood's going to pass over the middle for Brock Barr. So Brock Barr able to pull that one in.
Brock Barr did a great job of staying with that, even though it was either underthrown or he overran it, but he did a good job of getting back and catching that.
He gets about 11 or 12 of those yards back. So 2nd and about 4. For the Hornets. Pushing Chico back into their own zone. Angley Holman in motion. Quick handoff for Oraves. He goes up the middle and gets maybe 2 yards on the play. Not much there.
Oraves has just not looked like himself this half. I mean, he hasn't been as explosive as he has been in the past.
You know, we haven't even seen Brad Woods yet this second half.
No, he was in the game for about 30 seconds earlier. He played like two downs.
You know, I got to be honest, Enterprise looks like a different team the second half. I mean, hopefully they can get things going here. Oh, and there's a flag there.
That looks like it could be a horse collar.
We'll see. That could be very favorable for either team. We'll see. Face mask on Chico, so that'll move them half the distance there. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line, and that is a drive killer.
Oh,
as Adam Levine, my buddy here, likes to say a lot.
That's a drive propeller.
Well, depending on what way you look at it, depending on what side of the ball you're on. So 6:07 remaining here in the 4th quarter. The Hornets knocking on the doorstep, looking to retake the lead. Oraves, handoff up the middle, down to about the 1-yard line, so picks up 5 or 6 there. And they're going to run this play quick. Trueblood takes it himself for an Enterprise touchdown.
That wasn't the prettiest way to score a touchdown, but it was effective.
Hey, you know what? It doesn't matter how you get 6 points on the board as long as you just get 6 points on the boards, right?
Yep, that was just a great long drive by the Enterprise Hornets.
So Zach Trueblood's touchdown there makes it 34-28 with 5:29 remaining in the 4th quarter.
An important thing to remember right now, though, is there's still 5.5 minutes left in this game, so that's plenty of time for not only for Chico to get another possession, but same for Enterprise.
And this game has just been a complete roller coaster as far as the scoring's been going.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a flag down here. So PAT, Daniel Ahern will have to wait.
I don't think I've ever seen a game with so many flags on a PAT.
It's crazy how
Had
much
like
they've been
4
throwing
of
the
them.
flag.
Penalty against Chico.
So here we go. Daniel Ahern back to kick this one through. Angley Holman's going to hold this one. And that is right through.
And he is just as automatic as it gets.
So 35-28, the home team Enterprise Hornets able to retake the lead on a quick quarterback keeper by Zach Trueblood. So this game's just been a complete seesaw, up and down by both teams.
Yes. Now, Chico just needs to stay calm and collected and do what they've been doing on offense. And they have plenty of time to score another touchdown.
And, I mean, you really got to give this Chico offense credit for the way they've come out firing.
yeah.
And their defense as well. I mean, being down 28-14 at half isn't, something to get down on, but it's certainly nothing to be too excited about. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if they're able to come back and tie the game as they have and, still plenty of time left.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. They're not going to be happy with just a comeback and a barely loss. They want to win this game.
They've tied this game before. Why not do it again, huh? Enterprise getting ready to kick this one off.
Nathan Deshawn with a kick.
And they're going to take it from their own 8-yard line and get it out to about the 28, 29-yard line.
He did a great job returning that. I mean, he ran into traffic around the 20-yard line, but he literally jumped over a defender.
Chico starts first down and 10.
We're not sure who that was on the return. So we have a glare here from the booth.
They're on 28-yard line.
So we'll see what's going on here. I think they're calling the play in. So 5:23 remaining here in the fourth. First and 10. Reed's going to roll out. Throw this one downfield. Looking for Holmes. And able to make the catch.
They're calling it a
Mr.
catch.
Holmes catches the ball and gets out to the 40-yard line of the Enterprise Hornets.
I think that Hornets team thought he was out of bounds when he caught that, but it looked in bounds to me, and the ref agreed. That was another stellar catch by Jesse Holmes.
Jesse Holmes, he's been their main man all night, and there's a reason why people are talking about this kid. Eli Pennick in motion, screen pass there, intercepted again! I cannot believe it. That's another interception. The big boy, Brandon Evers, keeps his feet moving down to about the 25-yard line, and the crowd is going nuts.
Now, that, Matt, was a drive killer.
That is unbelievable. Excuse me, that was not Brandon Evers. That was Casey Gunter, who came up with another interception. I think that was his second one on the night. And that is just absolutely unbelievable. Chico has gone for that screen pass twice tonight, and both times it's been picked off, and I cannot believe that.
Anytime a lineman can get 2 interceptions in a game, they're gonna be excited about that. And he almost took that back. I mean, he almost trucked the defender who took him
He
down.
kept fighting him. He kept giving him a stiff arm, and that was absolutely unbelievable. And with 5 minutes and 3 seconds left here in the fourth, this might be Enterprise's chance to put it away.
And that was really another example of these quarterbacks for the Chico Panthers really needing to recognize when it's time to just throw the ball away, because he threw that on. He basically airmailed that straight to Gunter.
Jason Raves up the middle, picks up about 4 or 5. I'm not sure I'm not sure why they went with that again. So 2nd and 6 now for the Hornets. With 4:30 remaining, Araves again runs right into the defensive line of the Chico Panthers.
This Panther defense has to be getting pretty frustrated with its offense. I mean, they're doing a stellar job out there, but three interceptions, that's not good.
So 3rd and 4, I think those past 2 runs up the middle are just to get some time off the clock.
Oh, yeah.
But now they find themselves with a 3rd and 4 or 5, so I think they should have had a play where a guy's in motion, because that's been working for them all night. And he's going to take it himself, and just short. Zach Trueblood goes for the quarterback keeper to try to move his way to the first down, but not much, maybe 2.
What would you do on this play, Matt?
Go for it. Why not? Why the heck not? So 4th and 2 or 3. We'll see if they do that play again. Wouldn't surprise me.
This will be very big for the Chico defense if they can get a stop here.
Or if they bring Angley Holman, or they're going to bring Nick Thomason, their big fullback / linebacker. So look for him to get a handoff to the outside.
Or block for a big
Yeah,
goal.
he's their short yardage guy, and there's a flag on the play, however.
If it's a delay of game, that's going to be...
Yeah, that's a delay of game.
That
that's too
hurts.
bad.
That hurts. That's going to make it 4th and 7.
So what do? Do you bring Daniel Ahern out to kick this one?
This is a long field goal if they try. That's a good...
And you see Brock Barr and
That's
Justin Abney back in the game, so it looks like they're going to go for it, but they're going to
you
maybe
can't,
hand off to one of these guys.
You can't attempt a field goal on that. That's an over 40-yarder, and that's a long one for a high school kicker.
They're going to go for a pass here. And Coach Trueblood calls a timeout, and I think that's a very smart call.
With a play as big as this one coming up, you can't afford to have anything go wrong.
So although they weren't able to get a lot of yards, they certainly did run some time off that clock. They're down to 2:44. And this Enterprise drive started somewhere around 5.5 minutes. So you find yourself with a 4th and 6. What do?
You go for it.
I think we're
it
see them go for
really all depends on the field position, but in this position where he's on the 24-yard line, I mean, it's a very long field goal that, I mean, Ahern has a great leg, but that's a long field goal. And if you punt it, I mean, it's going to be a touchdown, and it's going to be on the 20-yard line anyway. So I think it's in your best interest just to go for it. Because if you get that, it's almost a guarantee win.
So with the 4th quarter wrapping up, be sure to stay tuned. We're going to have our post-game show just following the end of this game, go over some of the big things that we saw tonight, as well as talk about the player of the game or players of the game as it's been the past couple weeks. So here it is. 4th and 6, 3 guys lined up to the near side. Look for a quick pass out to Taylor Angley Holman. This is what we saw last week. And Trueblood's going to throw downfield looking for Brock Barr. And just out of the reach. He had a hand on it, but not much going for him there. Unable to pull that one in.
I don't know what Trueblood missed, but he had Angley Holman wide open over on the right side of the field closest to us at the 10-yard line. I think he must have just missed him.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Panthers. With 2:38, that should be plenty of time to march their way down.
Time, especially with how fast this Panther offense moves.
We were talking at the beginning of this game how we were hoping for an exciting game,
and we got it.
We have ourselves an exciting game. Not that last week's game wasn't exciting, because it was very exciting.
Exciting in a different way. High scoring.
Yeah, high scoring blowout, but this is a close game, and we'll see what they can do here. Reed's pass to Eli Pennick.
That was great. He got the first down, I believe, and got out of bounds to stop the clock. That was perfectly executed.
He's able to get to about the 37-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
First and 10, Chico.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 2:30 remaining, so we'll see if they can yet again tie this game. Man in motion. Reed's rolling out. Looks for number 8, and he finds him.
That's Jesse Chambers.
Jesse Chambers. Nice catch and run there. It brought, taken down at about the 41-yard line. So that'll move the chains yet again. And they got to stop the clock to move those chains. So nice job going there. So the clock's going again. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Looking to tie it here on this drive. Could be their last of the night. Robbins rolls out, looking way downfield, throws a bomb in the air. It caught! Unbelievable, and he's still on his feet. He's in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Chico Panthers on an amazing play downfield.
Now that could be on Sports Center.
That was Barack Karada Kelly, and we've been calling his name all night.
That was an outstanding catch. I mean, seriously, Play on Sports needs to send that into Sports Center because that was an unbelievable
That was
catch.
absolutely incredible. He catches the ball somewhere around the 5 or 6 yard line, able to maintain his footing and literally jump into the end zone. That was incredible.
One thing about that though, minute and 58 seconds left in this game.
Man, this is so
That's
incredible. This is the game we wanted. And
That's plenty of time for Enterprise to come back.
and we get ready to go. Oh, wait. They're going to be going for 2. Sorry, I was trying to see where they spotted it. I thought maybe it wasn't a touchdown, but it definitely was.
That is gutsy.
So they're going for 2. They want the win. And that was a poor play call there. Stopped by the big defensive line of the Enterprise Hornets.
Sometimes gutsy isn't always the right thing to do.
And that was not a smart play, in my opinion. And there's a Chico coach on the field yelling about something. We're not sure what it is.
I think he's yelling at his own team.
That was Josh Kopech who took the handoff, and he got hit almost immediately. So great job there by the big defensive line of the Enterprise Hornets. We've been talking about them all night.
2 things on that play. First, you can't go for 2 in that situation. You got to go for the tie. And the second one is that if you're going to go for it, you got to go to your man. You got to go to Jesse Holmes. Or at the very least, you got to go to Karada Kelly.
I mean, yeah.
On that. I mean, their strength has been in the passing game all night, so I think you got to go to that, even though it was only a little 2-yard push.
We called Cordero Rios. He's their running back, and, we haven't seen
much
him.
of him tonight.
Yeah, we've seen maybe a couple plays because they've been throwing to Jesse Holmes all night. You know what's funny is that you see how Chico just went for 2. We saw the same exact thing late in the fourth quarter of the JV game just before this one, and same exact scenario, and they failed.
Style.
They failed to convert. I mean, if you're going to have that sort of coaching mentality, at least design maybe a better play, because it was literally the same exact play.
Yeah, they had no shot on that. Now we got to expect the onside kick here. I mean,
so we see Oraves, Angley Holman, they're on the front line. Angley Holman falls on top of it, and that should pretty much just about do it. Maybe get a couple runs and a first down, and that should be the game.
Yeah. Pretty much 1 first down kills the clock on this one.
Although Chico still does have 3 timeouts remaining, so
3 timeouts, that's big. That could make the difference.
So never mind, they don't have the luxury of just getting a first down like we see so many times in the NFL.
Clean up around your area where you're sitting. Put it in a proper trash receptacle.
You know, I bet you there's so many bummed parents on the Chico side going, why did he make that play call? Why did he?
You gotta trust your coach. I mean, sometimes they don't make the best decision, but
Oh, Raves finds a decent-sized hole there. Picks up 6 or 7.
again, Orave is just bulldozing his way through a defense.
And we haven't seen Brad Woods the second half at all. Or no, we did. We saw him for about one series.
Yes.
But smart job by Mr. Trueblood, the coach.
Gotta work him in easy.
Yeah,
easily.
just to ease him back in, get him back used to full contact game situations.
Wow, that spot was kind of harsh towards Enterprise. I thought it was going to be about in 1, but they shorted him about 2.
You know, what does Enterprise take? What do they get out of this game?
Oh, they get their first real challenge and a win. I mean, not that the game's over, but this has been the tightest game they've played all year.
Yeah, absolutely. And whether they win or lose this game, they're going to take what they've learned and carry it on over into Paradise next week.
Yeah, if they think this game was tough, wait till they see what they get from Paradise next week.
We saw Paradise the first broadcast of the season, and they just, oh, man.
They dominated over Napa High School.
They run a very similar offense to what we see of
Enterprise.
It's sort of their own version of the wing tee.
It's more of a spread, though.
It is. It's definitely more of the spread. They have 2 guys on each side every play pretty much, and they bring one of the guys in motion. But they also like to do the quick handoffs up the middle. And
this has been a very long timeout.
So here we go, 151 remaining.
I like to see Malik Hopkins over on the far side. He was hyping up his fans. And this defense wants to make a very big play right here.
Abney and Oraves in the backfield. Second and short. Game on the line. Oraves maintains his footing, gets the first down and more.
That's going to make things very tough for the Panthers. I mean, still got 2 timeouts left, but that makes things very, very hard for them.
Timeout called on the field again by Chico.
Yeah, so Chico's going to burn one there. And oh man, could you just imagine another fumble or something right now, making the game
anything can happen.
all so much more entertaining for the viewers. I mean, this is just an incredible game.
Aside from a turnover, I mean, an interception won't happen because they're just going to run the ball. But aside from a fumble, best case scenario for the Panthers is they get the ball around their own 20, and they'll have about 46 seconds left. With 1 timeout and it being first down, it's going to be very tough for them to do this and do it well.
Panthers defense has just got to keep doing what they've been doing. Play tough, plug the holes.
Yep.
Don't give Oraves any room.
You know, if you give him an inch, he'll take a mile.
That was Brandon Rainville in at fullback, not Justin Abney. Raves takes it to the outside. Gets about 4 or 5.
And that'll be the final timeout for Chico.
I think I would have waited to call that timeout because if they got the first down, doesn't it stop to move the chains anyways?
Yeah, but then Chico can take as much time as they want to. They still get the play clock.
That is correct. My mistake. Good thing I have you here to keep me sane, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So time winding down, 1:38 to go. The home team Hornets on top, 35-34. In what's been an absolute crazy game so far. This sure was a treat to see these two teams go at it tonight.
2 very evenly matched teams.
We've seen Enterprise the past 3 weeks just blowing out teams, and to finally see them be given a true test it's great. It keeps the sport so much more interesting. Because everybody wants to beat Enterprise. They've been the powerhouse up here in NorCal for so long.
They've been the definition of a powerhouse.
Araves takes it to the outside, and he's going to slide down.
And that's going to pretty much ice the game for them.
And the clock is not running. I'm wondering what's going on. So the clock's going to stop to move the chains.
Now that's going to be 3 kneel downs and pretty much over, it looks like.
So that'll do it pretty much. We'll see if they maybe
crazy, funny things have happened, but you got to think they'll just kneel down 3 times.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to do here. So an extremely well-fought game here tonight by both teams, 35-34, and just, wow, what a testament to this Chico team.
These are 2 very much playoff caliber teams, and it wouldn't surprise me in the least bit to see them meet again sometime down the road.
And Enterprise is going to have their hands full next week with Paradise at home at Paradise.
That's going to be a fun game. Kind of hoping we get to be there for it.
That would be fun. So 54 seconds left. I'm looking up on Max Preps to see who Chico plays next week. They're at they're home against Red Bluff.
That could also be a
at
very
Pleasant
good game.
Valley High School. So
that could be a fun game. I mean, another explosive offense that they get to face. I mean, obviously Enterprise is a much better team than Red Bluff, but that could still be a fun game.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what Garrett Sandow and those guys are.
And that's going to be the game.
Able to do next week. 1 second, and that'll do it for the game here in Enterprise High School in Redding, California.
Player of the games?
Player of the games. I got to say, for Chico, Jesse Holmes.
Jesse Holmes was probably the best player on the field tonight.
I mean, he was making catches all night, certainly.
We got to give player of the game honor to the winning team. I got to go True Blood.
Zach Trueblood?
He ran that team as well as anybody could possibly run it.
Chase O'Raves did a great job as well. Taylor Hall wasn't as potent as he was last week, but still did a great job.
Very effective.
Very effective. So, yeah, Zach Trueblood's our player of the game for Enterprise, and for Chico, it'll be Jesse Holmes. That'll do it.
Actually, I have a different person for player of the game.
Hold on, folks. That'll not do it.
We're giving it to a defensive lineman, Casey Gunter. 2 interceptions.
Casey Gunter comes out with two big interceptions.
We'll make it a co-player of the game, True Blood and Gunter.
So that'll do it for us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here on PlayOnSports.com. Matt Mellinger and Adam Levine signing out. Enterprise 35, Chico Panthers 34. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot at this.
I put my leg down and it just plopped out and we're like, oh.